Capricorns, what is up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off near etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career, I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. Your guys' channeled message is really interesting. I love it. I was like, yeah, yes. Okay. Your guys' message is you've had less resources. You have had less guidance. Now, I don't mean spiritual guidance, okay, but I'm saying like guidance from proper people. So for example, growing up, maybe you didn't have great examples of love or relationships, or you didn't have great examples of parenting and you were a parentified child. You didn't have great examples of what wealth looked like or how to spend money properly. It's certain things like that. You did with less what the majority of people cannot do with more. Okay. And this is really showing up here. And I had to sit with these cards because I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I didn't really understand these cards. I had to genuinely like sit and take a few deep breaths and like really connect to these cards, because you got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the upright, and the World card in the upright. And I was like, okay, these are great cards, but like, what's with the Ace of Wands in the reverse? And so the Ace of Wands in the reverse shows like that you did not get a head start in life, okay? You did not get all the tools and resources that you needed with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. But the King of Pentacles and the World card, but you still made yourself successful. You are coming into so much success, Capricorns. You could have recently got a new job or a promotion at a current job, so congratulations there. You guys have the Bread card as well, which is a period of prosperity and abundance is really coming in for a lot of you guys. For those of you guys in relationships, you got secure attachment. For my singles, we have seeking friendship. I'm going to talk about that. Actually, I'll just touch on it real quick. Seeking friendship, and then we have this is an important person in your life. You also have karmic justice right behind that, and behind that you do have psychic attack, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like you're being like divinely protected from any type of psychic attacks. I feel like the energy that you're coming into now cannot be taken from you, because again, you earned it with less. Like, you didn't have all the tools and resources here. Seeking friendship though, for my singles. So, by the way, we're going to do a love spread for couples, a love spread for singles this week. Singles with the seeking friendship, I don't know if this is you or the other person, okay? But I do feel like there's genuine attraction between you and another individual. However, the place that one person is at is like, I am wanting to be kind of single right now. I'm wanting to be in this energy. The other person might be a little more serious, or there's the other energy that I was getting because it's showing me like crossroad energy here. Which is the fact that you guys are starting as like really good friends, and then the romance ends up building. It's kind of like falling in love before ever being intimate together type of energy is what I'm getting, which I really like, okay? You also got the Cage card. Now this card, although it's called the Cage card, it's not what it seems. It's freedom, it's release, it's reclaiming your power. So I love that coming out for you guys here. It's like you're opening the cage, or you broke free of the cage. You were caged at one point in time, Ace of Wands in the reverse, and now you broke free, and now you're like this free bird that's flying here, okay? The World card representing closure, cycles, success. Oh, I just realized there's a bird flying in the King of Pentacles as well, and reaping the harvest of all of the inner work that you have done and have continued to do on a daily basis. So round of applause for you guys, because that's amazing, and I don't think that you guys get celebrated enough. So just know that I am proud of you. Although you don't need me to be proud of you, you should definitely be proud of yourself. You have done it, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we have got. Messages, please, for the Capricorn Collective for this week. Happy Memorial Day. I was going to say Labor Day. I'm sorry. Happy Memorial Day for those of you guys that are out celebrating. If you're in America here. Uncover. Nice. Okay. Well, this is very obvious. Chiron is definitely influencing your chart this week here with the Uncover card, and rider movement, quick decisions, progress. So you're making the right movement here. This week you might be a little bit nostalgic though, kind of looking back, and I want you to look back at things in a positive way and remember that like your younger self, younger versions of you prayed for where you're at now, even if you feel like you're not at the, very tippy top of the mountain. You're about to reach there, and I just feel like, again, your future self is kind of looking back at your current self right now, in gratitude for all of your soul's experiences and everything that you have endured, everything that you've had to overcome, grow, and be initiated through. So there could be, you could be nostalgic, you'd be visiting home or visiting family. There's certain items that you could be looking at that have a lot of sentiment to you, okay? Or you could just be going back in like your memory, your camera roll, looking back at pictures from your childhood, perhaps anything of that sort here, whether it's again physical or it's more so this like spiritual energy of like looking back at how far you have come here. It's something, they're showing me the Six of Cups. So childhood, childlike type of energies. Maybe you're coming into a more playful energy as well. I do see your creative energy, your creative juices flowing. They're showing me Leo energy. You could have Leo in your chart. You do not have to. Maybe fifth house energy is really important here. Your sun sign could be in the fifth house, your moon sign, whatever it may be, right? There's like a fifth house energy here, again, which is ruled by Leo, and it's showing up very prominently. So it could be, again, looking back at your childhood and whatever it is. I keep repeating myself, I'm sorry. And then you have the Rider card, and it says movement, quick decisions, and progress. So you're definitely making progress. Now, what's interesting about this Rider card is it has Mars directly behind it, and then this is represented, it kind of looks like the Death card, right? So Mars is right now, currently Mars is in the sign of Aries, which is ruled, or I'm so sorry, not Mars in Aries. Saturn, which you guys are ruled by, is currently in Aries, which is ruled by Mars, okay? And so there is this energy here that is influencing you. It will influence you naturally as a cardinal sign, but you could also be in your Saturn return, your first Saturn return. I actually made a joke about this on my threads today, which I thought I was being funny, but somebody did not like it. Oh well, I don't care. I think I'm hilarious. But yeah, you know, and it's the energy here of like excitement and making quick decisions, but keep in mind that you are Saturn ruled. So, you know, just making I feel like you're okay. Thank you. The energy that I'm getting here is no longer asking for permission, is what Spirit is saying. You're no longer asking for permission to like do something. You're no longer like waiting around for all the signs and synchronizations in order to proceed forward. You're just kind of proceeding forward unapologetically. And I like that. And with the Death card there, Scorpio rules over the Death card. Scorpio is co-ruled by Mars. So you're in this like transformative process right now of being able to move forward here. All right, without permission, essentially. It's like you've always waited for like permission to do something, okay? And you're kind of like uncovering your true talents, your true gifts, and allowing that to move forward, like showing yourself like, you know, I never needed permission. I didn't need permission in the past, but I was looking for like external validation, or I was looking for this, or I was looking for that, you know, and now I'm just unapologetically going to do what is right for me in this position here. Okay, so I do see also that you could be receiving a lot. You have beloved here, and it says love, reciprocity, and entwinement. So it's just kind of like you're going to start to come across a lot of energies that are actually matching the vibration that you are operating at. And I don't mean in a way of like, you'll never come across negativity or anything like that. Like, let's not be, you know, we got to touch grass here. But it's more so in a way of those of you guys who have really been putting out all of the energy and effort and work and kind of spinning your wheels or feeling unappreciated or feeling like you're going to go nowhere. You're going somewhere in life. Exactly. The promotion here and the new job opportunity. So with that here, it's kind of like you've been climbing this ladder, and I do see that you are going somewhere. It just, and when you look back, like I love this card actually, because you can't see where the top actually is, and you can't see where the bottom actually is. So it's kind of like you're in this in between, in the spiritual transformation between like the top and the bottom right now. All right. So love that for you though. Very good. Let's go ahead and see card number 16, breaking down to the number 7. You could be a life past 7. You could be born on the 7th. Okay. You could be seeing the number 7s a lot. Let's see what this card says. Yes, it says get in touch with what you've enjoyed as a child. Try making a list and start having fun. Don't worry or think of any fears. Do not block yourself by having doubts. Do everything for sheer enjoyment of doing. You can literally be successful at anything. The choice is yours to do what you love. Guidance and help from spirits and the universe are always on your side. You know what I love, by the way? This is card number 44, or it's card number 16, but it's on page number 44. Okay? You are the only one standing in your way. Keep it a secret and don't worry. You're always guided in love. Spirit guides are telling you that they want to see you smile, laugh, and play. Practice being happy. Like attracts like. And I was just talking about that, how like your energy, your current energy where you're operating at is what you're going to be attracting towards you. You're going to come across other people that are in this like playful, good-hearted, light-hearted energy because you're in that. You're going to come across other people that are able to meet you at the depth that you're swimming at. You know, you're not going to have to meet people where they are right there, okay? So don't pay attention to the collective or popular beliefs. Baby, divinely chosen, not collectively chosen. I've been pushing this narrative for almost a year now, and I'm going to start pushing it a lot harder. We are in the age of Aquarius, okay? Pluto is an Aquarius here. Things are meant to be differently. All of these other BS things of like being popular, famous, chosen, everything. No, everyone's going to see like the only reason that crowd of sheep follows that energy is because they're all sheeple. They're at the same level of consciousness. You're allowed to be transcended beyond that, not in a form of like, I am better than you. No ego involved. It's recognizing they're where they are and I am where I am, and it's okay and safe for me to be where I am and recognize that I deserve to be where I'm at, right? So it's that type of energy. So do not pay attention to the collective or popular beliefs. You have to listen to yourself and start believing in yourself. Silence is the noise. And do what brings you joy. Life is too short to care about the opinions of others. Do whatever makes you feel good as long as you're not hurting others. And I say that all the time, okay? I made a joke on I actually posted it on here too, you know, about things the internet has taught me, all right? And I'm telling you, the only thing, it's none of that actually matters, okay? Life is way too short to wait around for the internet's approval of you or for other people's society's approval of you. It's all bullshit. And, you know, those are the people pleasers. Those are the attention seekers because they still have unwounded parts in them. Make sure that you're doing things that you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Message here. Ooh, right away. I have the shield card. You're being protected. Messages, please, for my Capricorns. General messages for the Capricorn Collective. Nice. We have got March here coming up. And then you have frying pan. What's March? Aries energy. And I want to say Pisces. April's Taurus and Aries, right? I want to say it's Aries and Pisces, okay? So you could have an Aries or a Pisces, like, accusing you of some shit. Message, please. Thank you. Bat. Yeah, you've got people that are working against you. It says, take care. Enemies are working against you. And man. Okay, dealings or relationship with a man. And then fear, worries, and tense situations. So you've got a man here who used to be in love with you. You could be younger than this man. All right. It doesn't matter, male, female, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are. Take it as it resonates. I mean, this could be like a father figure, an old boss, like anything. Let's go ahead and see what this man is doing. He could be an Aries or a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. There could be something significant from March that's kind of coming up now. All right. Or there's somebody with a birthday in March that is accusing you of something because they're trying to work against you. Tell me about this. Yeah, the Chariot card in the reverse. And the Nine of Swords. This person's stressing out. This person is stressing out here because their accusations aren't landing, okay? So they like took off, they're flying a plane, and then they realize like, I'm not even a pilot. I don't know anything about aviation. I don't know how to land this plane. But they did it impulsively, or whoever's working against you did so impulsively, okay? Aries energy can be very impulsive when it's not grounded. Aries are great leaders. They're wonderful when they're in their high vibration, just like, you know, Capricorns can be wonderful in the high vibration. But I don't know about y'all. I met a low vibrational Capricorn, multiple. My daddy was a Capricorn, and that man abused the fuck out of me, okay? So, I mean, yeah, it's just... I'm just saying here, like, I hate when people immediately come to their own defense here. Like, why are you triggered in that? I should be able to say something without you feeling the need to defend yourself. All right. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, so somebody was trying to cover their tracks. Okay, you know in 101 Dalmatians, I don't know why the fuck that just popped in my mind. Okay, you know in 101 Dalmatians here, when the Dalmatians are like running through the snow and they're trying to cover their tracks, like they're taking the branches to cover their tracks. That's what I'm seeing. This person could be at a distance from you, or there's something here. They could be watching you on the internet. Okay, you could have been married or in a relationship with this person, in a union with this person at one point in time. Living with this person, like if this person was a father figure, maybe you used to live with them, like be in their house, right? But anyways, they're having a hard time here. They can't cover their tracks anymore. Anymore. Corella Deville. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I've made a post about this like 2 weeks ago. I believe it's on my community board or the post board or whatever bulletin board, whatever they call it now. YouTube keeps updating that. And I said, somebody here who tried to litter on your doorstep is going to get karma. Okay. They tried to litter all over you, and now they're going to get karma. Now, that wasn't just for Capricorns, but, you know, it is kind of showing up here. There's a bunch of litter in this Nine of Wands reverse card. It's like, it's not sticking anymore, and they're recognizing that they have to clean up. Tell me about take care. Enemies are working against you. Page of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody who's emotionally unstable. Like, they get triggered really easily, which makes a lot of sense, especially since I was just like, don't take this personally, you know, don't get triggered over the things that I say. I felt the energy of somebody getting like riled up within themselves here. And I'm not, again, saying it's you, Capricorns. I'm just talking in energy here. The Moon card. This person lives in a lot of like deception, disillusionment. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. They're very gossipy. Okay? Very gossipy. So they tried to slander you. They tried to litter on you. And it's not working anymore. And this person's afraid because it doesn't work anymore. It's not standing. The litter blew back into their yard. It blew back onto their doorstep. They're having to now clean up the mess that they made. Tell me about this man. You could be a man. Four of Swords in reverse. Or this is a man. And they're stressing. Four of Swords in the reverse is a stressed out energy. This person is stressed. What are they stressed over? Four of Cups and the Five of Swords here, because again, their lies and stuff like that did not stick. They're feeling very rejected right now. They're feeling like they're slowly losing everything. Five of Pentacles. They're slowly losing everything. They're losing their grip on the chaos that they created. Four of Coins. They're trying to hold on to it. Like they're trying their hardest to kind of maintain some sort of narrative. Tell me about Dagger. The King of Wands in the reverse. This is an Aries. You could have Aries in your chart, and this could be for you as well. Take it, always flip and reverse it. Missy Elliott the fuck out of that shit, okay? Five of Wands in the reverse. Again, King of Wands. Somebody's abuse isn't working. King of Wands in the reverse. Five of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're very unbothered by it, and now they're sitting with the consequences. Three of Coins. They're sitting with their own consequences. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate the donation. 10 of Pentacles here. Interesting. Meanwhile, you're reaping some sort of like reward, or you're coming into that, and that's part of like the karma. Part of the karma here is they're always going to be in that same energy. Give me a moment. Yeah, some people that don't realize that by being a troll, a background character, and suffering from crippling jealousy is part of their karma, because they'll never have peace. They'll always be in some sort of imaginary competition with others, and they'll never reach their fullest potential or ever fully focus on themselves enough to heal, evolve, and transmute, because they use all of their energy to one-up, troll, stalk, and scheme on the other person. So, and I feel like that's what's going on with this situation here, is like part of this person's karma is like they try to project all their mess onto you. Now it's coming back out to them. There is no room for peace. There is no room for, you know, them evolving. There is no room for them leveling up at this point. Meanwhile, you are taking on all of the projections, Capricorns, all right? Doing less, or doing more with less support, less, you know, motivation, like less guidance on everything. And it's working out in your favor and you're becoming successful with this. Thank you, Jen, for the $1.99. I appreciate you. Three of Coins is success. And this person could have collaborated with multiple people and it's still not sticking here. They're really worried about what people are going to think of them now going forward, okay? They're very concerned. So this person's constantly concerned about their character and the way that they're perceived by others. One more card and then I'm over this. Seven of Swords. They're literally concerned about their character, the way that others are perceiving them. They like to be the one that looks good, you know? They like to be the one that really comes up on this here. Seven of Swords, everyone can see that they're a liar, they're a thief, okay? They're a drama starter, whatever it is here. This person's full of shit and people are seeing it now. I love that for you, Capricorns. That's great. That's awesome. Ten of Swords. Ooh, and they're burdened by it. Seven of Swords to the Ten of Swords here. I'm telling you, the universe straight blew that litter right back onto them and said, no, 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 you clean up your own mess, okay? You could be getting together with friends, though, Capricorns. I see you spending a lot of time with friends right now. There could be some romance blooming or in the air. Lovely. We have opportunity or windfall that's also showing up, okay? Yeah, this could be definitely an ex of yours for some of you guys, an old friend, whatever it may be, but it says parting of the ways either in romance, okay, or business. And then you have money or property through an inheritance, a winning or a windfall. You guys are on the boat here. And that boat reminds me of the Six of Swords where it's like moving on to calmer weather. So I love that for you, Capricorns. That looks great. Congratulations. Let's get into your guys' finances and career this week. See what we've got going on. We have fast changes right away, breaking up one side of the deck. This deck's just so big, so I split it in two. And then, yeah, some of you guys could be going back to an old job here. Some of you guys got a new promotion here or just starting a new job. There's something changing in the spiral of life, though. Messages for my Capricorns. Messages for my Capricorns. Change in career right away. I love that. All right, just confirmation of the original message that came through. Ooh, wisdom. Beautiful. And you also have financial freedom that flipped over. Overall energy is new business contracts. You walked away that was from something that could have been sucking the soul out of you. Genuinely, and I say that because soul sucking job is right behind that. All right. You had the insight, the wisdom, you were being guided possibly by nature, or there's like a need for you to spend a lot of time in nature as well. You could work in wildlife. You'd be like a nature a ranger, okay? I'm hearing ranger. You could be like a marine biologist, anything of that sort here could be beneficial to some of you guys. That doesn't have to be scientist as well. I mean, we use a lot of nature and science, but there's something here that you're stepping into and you know it's going to create the financial freedom that you're looking forward to receiving, and you are in alignment with that. So let's go ahead and get the strength card here. You're a biochemist, lady fantastic. I just have to say, I have the coolest clients. You guys are freaking on TV. I've got another Capricorn here. She's on TV all the time. You guys just do the most amazing things. You guys are the freaking coolest people, not just my Capricorns, but generally, like, I freaking love the community that we have all built. I'm surrounded by such ambitious, awesome people, and I just think that that's so cool. I just love that you guys allow me to be a part of it. So you just had to cut off an Aries last night, blocked forever. Well, hallelujah. Diversity is the spice of life. Yes, lady fantastic. Yes. All right, let's go and see what we've got here. Perfect. The Emperor card is showing up in the upright. Queen of Swords, and I love that because, again, we've got that sciencey type stuff, right? So some of you guys could definitely be in that field. You do not have to be, though. Some of you guys could work with give me a moment here. I'm blanking. I'm sorry. I've got ADHD. What the fuck is it called? Okay, I can just like try to my best to like explain it. Like, you work with like medical supplies and stuff like that. I don't think that you're necessarily a doctor or anything like that, but you might like sell medical supplies, or you work in like the medical field in some type of way here, especially with this Queen of Swords energy. Like, you're very intelligent. You have a lot of foresight. Somebody here definitely recently graduated, all right, which is obviously like launching your career. There's some diplomas on the wall, so congratulations for those of you guys who have recently graduated. You could be getting like an internship, which is going to turn into a full-time job for you here, or put you on the right path. Okay, you work in medical sales, Christine. Awesome, thank you. Medical sales, yeah. So you could be like in medical sales, marketing, pharmaceutical, any of those environments here. Some of you guys were promoted to becoming like a boss of these types of things, okay, where you're getting a promotion or a raise. You could be discovering something as well. Very cool. You could be getting certified to do something, or you just graduated school. Tell me about this wisdom here. You're going to be known for like your wisdom, your approach. Yeah, everyone loves, you're very charismatic. Like there's a lot of people that genuinely love you for what you do, what value you have here. With the Knight of Cups, I see you being inspired. Like for me, typically, it'd be like the Page of Cups, inspiration, creativity. But in regards to like the Knight of Cups, I do feel like it's an inspired calling, and you're answering the call. Kirk said, marketing, my AI automation, software engineering. Love that, Kirk. By the way, hi, Kirk. How are you? There's something here. Okay. Interesting. There's something here that's not quite mastered. Obviously, if it's brand new, it's something that's going to, like, you're going to build your wisdom with this, okay? So, again, that goes back to, like, you're graduating school and now you're starting your career. Like, yes, you have all the wisdom that you learned at school, but now it's time to, like, apply it and really earn your mastery and, like, make your name for yourself here. I'm seeing a lot of that energy, and I see you doing that with the Eight of Coins. I see there's an excitement here about this too. You help break illusions. You're restructuring something or helping a company or people see things in a new way. Okay, you're finding new things here that have not yet been fully like found or talked about. It's like back in the day, they're like, your brain controls your whole body, but now 2025 here, well, we've known this for a few years now, so it's not brand new, but now 2025, we know our gut is actually the main brain and controls our brain health and our physical body health and everything like that, right? So it's kind of like these new findings as well. There's something here about like new findings that you're contributing to the company or the business that you run, whatever it may be for you. Tell me about financial freedom. Okay, we have the High Priestess in the reverse and the Strength card in the upright. Some of you guys might be looking for investors, okay, into like a business, an idea. The World card, you're going to be successful with it. I'm going to be real with you. I don't see it like happening tomorrow exactly, but you're on the path to success, okay? So don't give up on this idea, or this is something where it's like you have been on this idea for quite a while now, and then out of nowhere it comes, okay? It's finally going to come in because you haven't given up. This is something that you wholeheartedly believe in. This is something that you really want to contribute to. Keep in mind, you don't need to know everything to be great at what you do. Somebody here needs to hear that. There's people, again, who are less qualified. Are you in Australia? 'Cause I think I just said qualified. Koala. Okay, Carissa. Less qualified. Why am I? Okay. Less qualified. I don't know why I'm hearing it as qualified. Okay. Less qualified. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. It was just... I don't know why I'm tripping on that freaking word right now. Nadia, you're qualified? Okay. You're Australian here. Okay. They could be, there's a lot of people out there who are less qualified than you are, but they're doing more. Like, they're in the position that you've been wanting here. So don't give up. Like, you're way more qualified than they are, okay? Don't be afraid to contribute with like your ideas to situations and stuff like that. Even if it just, I didn't get the Hierophant in the reverse, but even if it's just not the most traditional way to approach things, like you might walk into a company and they got ABC way of doing it, but you're like, yeah, I just feel like it'd be more efficient if we did it, XYZ. And they're like, I don't know. I guess we could try it here. And that's what I'm kind of getting here. It's like you're bringing new approaches to something which is literally, it's the best thing for you and for the company. Tell me about these new business contracts for Capricorns. Tell me about these new business contracts. You are, okay, thank you. Spirit's saying, just say it like this. You're an expert in your field, even if you feel that you don't need everything, okay? So you are an expert in your field, no matter what you do. I don't care if you're a bartender. You're probably an excellent bartender, okay? You're probably an excellent tattoo artist. You're an excellent scientist. You're an excellent marketer. You're good at what you do, even if there's a certain level of, you know, feeling like other people are better than you. I did the same thing, Capricorns, when I came to YouTube. I started on Facebook for a few years, and I had my favorite like YouTube readers, and I'll never forget when people would like tag me on Instagram and stuff and be like, my top 3 favorite readers, and they tag me with my other 2 favorite readers or something. And I just would start crying. Like, I can't believe people see me like that. I had a hard time seeing myself like that, you know? And so I feel like it's gonna be like that energy. Like, you're seeing yourself differently than you should. There's like a distorted perception of you. But anyways, new business contracts. Okay. Judgment and the 2 of Swords with the Ace of Coins. Interesting. All right. So there's one little warning here. You have the discernment with the Judgment card and the Ace of Coins and the Sun card. You can see something clearly, but there might be like some weird false offer that comes towards you. Okay, thank you, I appreciate that. There might be some sort of little false offer that kind of comes towards you. You're gonna know though. So let's say, you know, somebody offers you, or you are up for a promotion at your new job and somebody's like, oh, this company is going downhill, come on over to this company with me. There's a part of you that's like, no, I already know better than that. Or, you know, the current company that you're at is like, oh, we'll pay you more eventually, I promise. We're just, you know, financially not doing great right now. You know better than to stay with that company, and you're going to go to a different company, okay? You're gonna go in a different direction here. So just take what another person is offering you, and make sure you sit with it, of course. You are gonna see the truth about this new opportunity. It's not gonna be hidden from you. I do see you making the right judgment and decision. And again, this is probably not gonna be for everybody, but it is gonna be for somebody. And I love that this 2 of Swords has a fly on it, okay? It might be offered by somebody with like bad intentions who kind of wants to take you off path in some sort of way, or like, I don't know, they don't want to see you do better than them, I just heard. All right, you're on a path to financial freedom right now. You have the wisdom, the discernment, okay, the expertise to go where you would like to go, Capricorns. You look really good. I'm really proud of you. This is quite literally one of my favorite readings I've done for you guys recently. Some of you guys are about to become very wealthy, so we love that. Couples, we're gonna do your love spread real quick. Let's see here. Capricorn couples, what do they need to know? I haven't used my decks in a long time here, so I'm using my singles deck. Thank you for the $4.99, I appreciate that. And then my sustained love deck this week here. So only take what resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. You know the rules. All right, couples here. Healthy, balanced routine. Love to see it. You guys are a good start. Couples here. Ooh, current energy is holding on to grudges though. Let's talk about that. And future energy for my couples. Thank you. Okay, healthy relationship, but there are some arguments over finances. Your overall and advice card in this situation. Hi, welcome. Thank you. No, you manifested your vacay to France. That's amazing. I love that. Next time, put me in your suitcase and stop being so selfish. Typical Capricorn, always thinking about yourself. I'm just kidding. As a Capricorn. Advice card. Celebrate each other. You make a good team. So you and your partner may make a really good team, Capricorns, but you could be fighting over some sort of finances, wanting a more healthy, balanced routine within your life and your work, etc. Or this is something that you have a healthy, balanced routine. The economy is not great right now for every single person out there. Not everybody is, leveling up financially. And, that spread is not going to match for every single Capricorn out there. And I totally get that. Let's go ahead and see what we have here, though. The Magician. Okay, so you're manifesting a healthy, balanced routine. 8 of Cups here. And you're not letting go of something from the past. Capricorns, tell me about holding grudges. 5 of Swords in reverse. So you're not arguing about it, but you're holding on to something. What are Capricorns holding on to? You're trying to move past it. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So somebody here is holding on to something, but they're not saying anything about it because they don't want to start a fight. Okay, can I be real with you guys here? If you gotta walk on eggshells around your partner and you can't actively speak calmly and from a grounded place on how you feel, you need to work on safety within your relationship. Okay, you still have a great relationship. I'm not saying that you're toxic. I'm not saying your partner's toxic. I'm just saying that this is something that couldn't be approved on for your mental health and for your partner's mental health. Okay, and for the health of your connection and your relationship here. So there's somebody was a little impulsive. Somebody here could have spent money where the other person did not want to. So it's like where you go and buy a $3,000 car part and your partner's like, we were saving that money for a down payment on a phone. Yeah, with phone prices going up. No, a home is what I was going to say here. It could be something like that is what I'm getting. 6 of Swords here. Somebody here feels like the finances aren't like recovering as quickly from a situation. I do see healthy relationship though. Tell me about healthy relationship. And again, 9 of Pentacles. You guys are very good at doing things individually, coming together here, but there is some sort of disappointment because somebody's feeling a little overburdened, or especially if you have a bunch of children. Okay, 10 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe that was money for like a kid's vacation, like for example, it doesn't have to be a kid's vacation, I'm sorry, a family trip, or like my daughter next year, they're supposed to go to Japan for a couple weeks. That's pricey. I gotta pay for that out of pocket. It's things like that that are kind of coming up that you could be like planning for here. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best here. It's not really giving me like one scenario to sit with. It's just somebody's feeling a little stressed out and imbalanced here financially. I think that it'd be important for you guys to talk over this. What is the most important thing for Capricorns to do in this position here? Okay, find more balance, the Moon card, and not hide your feelings or emotions because they do matter. The Death card, things can't change until you have the strength to calmly and confidently speak your truth in your relationship here. Okay, 7 of Wands, without being defensive here, because I feel like somebody's a bit guarded or defensive. Like this could be a really easy conversation for the two people depending on how you approached it. One thing that my partner and I personally do here is we always go with I statements. I feel this way, not accusatory of you did this and you did that and that's why I'm like this. No, it's I feel like this. And, our feelings, regardless if our perspectives aren't always aligned, matter. And it's important to validate your partner's feelings and emotions because you love and you care about them. So whoever's needing that this week here, if there are arguments over finances, I just heard you could have let somebody borrow money. Okay, you could have let somebody borrow money here and they didn't like that. Maybe you didn't like that, whatever it is. But regardless, you have healthy relationship, healthy balance routine, and Spirit's asking you to celebrate each other. You guys make a good team. You are going to overcome this, but this is just a little hiccup in a way. Maybe one of you guys came from poverty or something. Yeah, see, right away we have safe and grounded relationship. And that's what I'm talking about here. It's just an opportunity to create a more safe and a more grounded relationship together, okay? Yeah, thank you, Kitty. Don't forget to hit that like button here. There's 213 of you guys in here right now. So please like the video just to support me. I do appreciate it. Singles, eyes only for you, showing up right away. What do we got here? Messages for my singles. Somebody really likes you. Ooh, well. Okay. So, Okay. Capricorns, I feel like you guys are happily single right now. You got somebody that really likes you though, and you might have to kind of like make sure that you're laying out boundaries of like, hey, you're a really awesome individual. I appreciate you being in my life, but I kind of, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. I would communicate that. Be careful of unplanned pregnancies though. That's why I was like, uh-oh. Because I do see somebody who maybe is in party mode. You're like, summertime, okay? And then bam, unplanned pregnancy. Jupiter's in Cancer. That means everything expands. This is going to be a big summer for pregnancies. You're going to see a lot of people get pregnant this year, or this summer specifically. So just be mindful of that, wrap it up, use protection, especially... Yeah. Especially if you're in America right now. I don't think I can even say that, but yeah. All right. Messages, please, for unplanned pregnancy. The Hermit card in the reverse and the Page of Wands. This is literally a friends with benefits situation, okay? Nobody planned this here. It just happened, all right? The Hermit card in the reverse. Somebody could be finding out that they're pregnant. All right. If you are, congratulations, though. Nothing wrong with that. Group trip, though, in the current energy, please. We do have the Chariot card in the reverse. Interesting. The High Priestess in the reverse and the Ace of Coins in the upright. 9 of Coins. Okay, I see you being invited to go on, like, a group trip somewhere with possibly friends or go on, like, some sort of outing or do something here. Capricorn, I feel like you're going to be more so, like, I'd just rather do things myself or go on the trip that I want to go on. I don't want to, let's say all your friends are going to Cancun. You're like, I've been to Cancun a bunch. I don't really want to go to Cancun, so I'm going to skip this trip. You could be planning your own vacation or something like that. And for all those of you, you're trying to be mindful because there's somebody here in the group of you guys that's not going to be able to pay for themselves. And you're like, I'm not paying for that. If you guys want to plan a trip, you guys can go ahead and book and reserve your spots. And when I see that everyone else has booked and reserved their spots, then I'll go ahead and book and reserve my spot. That's another way that I am seeing that energy. Tell me about happily single for my Capricorns. Yeah. There could be an air sign, okay, who is kind of like daydreaming about you. Could be a Sagittarius here. You could be like a Sag Cap Cusper as well, or you could have Sagittarius or air in your chart. But I just see you being happily single. Again, if somebody wants more, I don't see you being on the same page with them at this moment, or perhaps vice versa, and that's okay. But yeah, the Devil card here, I don't know. Somebody has a lot to say about your love life, and it's really weird. Like, it's weirding me out. Be careful not to, play with anybody's feelings, Capricorns, if this is you. If you're playing with a Capricorn's feelings, don't. Capricorns are stupidly loyal. Don't do that to them, okay? They just don't. All right, tell me about party mode as your overall. Some of you guys could be going on vacation. 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're not into it right now. The Ace of Cups. You're kind of doing what is making you happy. You're really healing. You're focused on your heart chakra. Your friends could be like partying, going out, graduation parties. And you're just like, yeah, we did it, but I don't really care to go party and celebrate with you. My focus is elsewhere. Queen of Wands. You're kind of just doing your own thing. Emperor card and the Queen of Wands. This is you focusing on your career and stuff like that. You're proud of yourself. You don't really need the external chaos here. Single Capricorns. This is going to be like probably for like one of you. I don't think that you had a lot of support while graduating something. Okay, you could have recently graduated. Well, they're high school, college, anything. Hopefully you're over 18. My channel's 18 and up. I do mark that on all my videos. But I feel like you didn't have a lot of support. Maybe those that you thought would support you didn't. You could have tried to like throw a party and felt like nobody showed up, or perhaps your family didn't celebrate you or your close friends didn't celebrate you. I just want to remind you that you matter. There's a lot of people out here that are celebrating. I celebrate you. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry that happened. Again, title of the reading though, you are doing more with less. Okay, you didn't get a head start in life and you are incredible. Nobody ever celebrates a strong one, so I want to be here to be supportive, and I know that there's a huge Capricorn collective that will support you as well, okay? So if that is you, drop your comment down below so I can reach out privately, okay? All right. I'd love to celebrate you because I know that's a huge accomplishment, and I also know what it's like to not have people be able to show up for whatever reason. My mom was a crackhead. Do you think she showed up anywhere? You know? No. Okay? Everyone else's family showed up everywhere here, and then there was just me. And I was just, yeah. I was the idiot, though. I was the one that was, like, getting blackout drunk with my friends, so. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move forward here. The message there, though, again, happily single. Let's close out this reading here. Capricorns, make sure that you are being transparent with people. All right, remember that you matter. You've done so much. Spirit is proud of you. You have so many good things coming in for you guys. You're freeing yourself. All right, if you feel like you need anything, again, call upon your spirit guides for guidance during this time right now. All right, feel through your emotions without identifying with them, especially if you're looking back at the past. Remember, you know, you are the person that your younger self wanted to be. I do see you creating better boundaries going forward here. Again, that's with this like nostalgia and the movement here and that sovereignty. You're operating from a different vibration at this point in time. You also have, pay attention to the animals around you. I feel like they're really sending in a lot of signs. You've got, you give so selflessly, it's your turn to receive. And important downloads are coming. Bottom of the deck, fertile energy, start that project. Top of the deck here, changes are coming, be open-minded. And center of the deck, overall energy is you are a natural healer. Zarina, your dog's clingy lately. My dog's always clingy. Genuinely. I have a baby gate just so they aren't like running in the background of my videos anymore. But anyways, Capricorns, that's what I've got for you guys. I'm so proud of each of you guys. I love you guys. Spirit loves you. Don't forget to like this reading, support me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, Cappies.